Kenny, Control Trends Around the World. This week's episode takes us to Mexico. So how about introducing us to our guest?
I'd love to, Eric. I'd like to introduce Alfredo Melanick and Carlos Ramon from MRSOLUCIONES out of Mexico City.
Great to have you guys.
Thanks, Eric. It's great to be here.
Thank you, Eric. Being part of the ControlTrends community will be a great chance for Mexico City.
All right. Gentlemen, tell us a little bit about your business and how you do HVAC and building automation down in Mexico.
We founded MRSOLUCIONES 10 years ago as a company dedicated to the design, supply, implementation, and commissioning of technology in intelligent buildings. We include security, such as CCTV, access control, and fire detection. We do BMS, and we also do communication networks. We have done major commercial and residential projects in Mexico. We have done projects including hospitals, hotels, high-rise buildings, shopping malls. We have always been known in the market as the technology innovators. There's an institute in Mexico called the Mexican Institute of the Intelligent Building, and 4 of the buildings where we have participated have actually been awarded with this prize.
We conceptualize ourselves just as a tailor-made contractor. We not only do the true integration of all of the systems within a building, but we also do the engineering, the scope, and the service from them. And we actually are among the first ones to place buildings on the cloud in Mexico City and pretty much in the entire country.
Very, very cool, guys. Well, hey, how about giving our listeners a flavor for what the building automation controls market is like in Mexico?
Mexico is still dominated by the major control brands, Johnson Controls, Honeywell, Allerton, Schneider, and in the industrial market you see a lot of Siemens, of Allen Bradley, and Rockwell, also some GE Fanuc. Johnson and Honeywell usually go to the market direct only in very strategic projects. The rest of the projects they usually go through integrators or through control contractors such as MRSOLUCIONES. The interesting thing is that even though Niagara has been in the States and in Europe for over 20 years, in Mexico you still see a lot of offering of the old technologies like the Johnson's N2 and the Honeywell XL's 5000s from the different control contractors. We as MRSOLUCIONES have always been leaders, like we said.
So, guys, what is the number one request from your customers? It's all about customer service and customer satisfaction. Tell us a little bit about that from your perspective.
The number one thing that they ask us for do is to try to lower the price. They always want for several cutback on their schedule.
The reality is that what you see a lot of Mexico is there's very little acceptance or very little trust on the intelligent buildings, on the BMS, on all these different systems. The reason is that, like in the States, you have all the buildings have a technology leader or have a how do you call them, the facility manager. There are people dedicated to actually taking advantage of this technology and using it. Here in Mexico, you still see the low-end guys operating these systems. They really don't take advantage of the systems. They don't get everything out of them. So customers, contractors, just look at these technologies as something which is very high-end and not really required. So what customers are really trying to do is they want us to help them to understand the systems, to really use the systems, to help them improve their operations, to help them reduce energy costs, to help them reduce the operational costs. That's what we're looking, and that's what we're being asked a lot by our customers.
For our community out there, can you give them a flavor for the trends that you're seeing in the Mexican building automation controls market?
But we do believe that with the emergence of these new technologies, the IoT and the cloud, you're going to see more and more buildings go into the cloud.
You see typically the market in Mexico that over 20% of the market is really an intelligent building, because most of the buildings are not devoted to this technology. But if you see the market as of the last 10 years, up to 90% of the new projects in these 10 years are investing in this kind of technology. Nowadays, the LEED and the USGBC standards are making a hit here in Mexico, because most of these new buildings are trying to get this certification online because the tenants are asking for it. So really, this is the driven here today for technology to get the certification for LEED, and we have a lot of buildings right now in this scope, probably over 300 buildings trying to get some sort of certification.
Of the commercial buildings in Mexico are now pursuing LEED certification. This has become a requirement from major international companies looking for office buildings in Mexico to actually decide where they're going to rent their offices. We see a growing interest and a lot of talk on the IoT market, since now customers start understanding that with the IoT they can improve their operations and they can have a better use of the technologies. There's also a growing trend in customers asking for service. They want to improve their operations. They want to reduce operational costs. They want to reduce energy costs. They want to really take advantage of their BMS systems. So this is what I think we're actually looking in the controls market in Mexico.
The magic of internet today is that we are allowed to see what's happening in the rest of the world, and we're trying to catch up very fast, very quick. The idea that as the market has is try to get in line with what you guys are doing in the States and what the people are doing in Europe and even in Asia. So the idea is try to make it faster as it could be, trying to catch up with the newest technologies around the world.
Alrighty, well, that's really good stuff, and thank you for your time and the information. How does the ControlTrends community get a hold of you guys if they want to? What's the means to communicate with y'all in Mexico?
Customers of the community can find us at our website, which is www.mrsoluciones.com.
Just like Mr. Solutions, but in Spanish. So thank you guys for this opportunity. We're very pleased, and we hope to start working with you guys in the ControlTrends community and giving up the news for Mexico, maybe in Spanish, maybe in English. You should tell us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to all. Thank you very much to you, Eric.
Hey guys, Alfredo, Carlos, man, great stuff. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Look forward to hearing you guys in the future. Thanks again. Good selling.